Shirley's. What is this, a bar and grill? Hello, poor people. My name is Mia, and today we are at Shirley's Bar and Grill, and I'm gonna be showing you how to make a grasshopper. Psych! I'm making a Bloody Mary. So first, we are going to rim our glass with salt. You get some Tito's. We have this delicious Bloody Mary mix, and the recipe is a secret. You get your celery, the garnishes, straw. There you have it. Bloody Mary. It's very savory. Wow, this is just everything you could ever want in a cup.
Sweet.
Cool.
All right. Welcome to Poor People. I'm Jaden.
I'm Mia.
I'm Bradley.
And
I'm Corey.
This is Corey. Yeah, sorry, I didn't give any heads up. And we're here today at Shirley's in Waukee. Is this Waukee still? Or is this West Des Moines?
I get it confused.
Waukee?
I swear one's on
Yeah.
one side of the road, the other's on the other.
I want to
Oh.
say, I think Google Maps says West Des Moines, but I call it Waukee.
Yeah,
And a lot of
we're
other
like on the
people-
West Des Moines side of Waukee.
Yeah, if that makes sense.
I don't know if that works. Here at Shirley's, and we're here with Corey, and yeah, dude, we've been pretty excited to be here. You work here.
Yes, this is my home base.
Yeah, and you also work at like a ton of other places too.
Yeah, I mean Goldie's, Breakfast Club. So come see me.
Yeah, definitely. And so yeah, Corey, let's just talk about you for a little bit. Like, tell us kind of like your background, like what you've done in the service industry, how long you've been doing all this, and yeah.
Who are you?
Who you is?
I've been here my whole life in Des Moines. My first gig was at a place.
And try to keep them.
Oh, I'm
sorry.
sorry.
No, you're fine. You
Yeah.
can move it around however you need.
Yeah, me and a bunch of friends worked at this place where you. The concept was you'd order the hamburger at the counter and then you'd go put your own toppings on anyway. It was just one of those friends thing. And then a couple months later, a buddy of mine, this bar on Ingersoll was hiring. And it was really popular because back then, this is like 1988, and back then, it was easy to get into bars underage. And so this particular bar in Ingersoll was
Back
very
then, as like when, like
1988.
okay,
Because it was so recent that they changed the drinking age from 18 to 21 that a lot of people my friends had older brothers that were under 21 that could drink. So a lot of bar owners didn't care.
Yeah.
If you had a fake ID or whatever, they weren't looking. So this bar was very popular with Dowling, Valley, and Roosevelt kids. And so when they got the job opportunity, I started out as a dishwasher, and then before I knew it, I was bartending.
Yeah.
So 18 years old, 1988, bartending, and it was like a college bar type thing at night. So, yeah.
what? Okay, so I will say you're like one of our first guests that I think was around that time when the drinking age changed.
Yeah.
And you said you were able to drink when you were 18 at that time?
I wasn't,
Oh,
but
okay.
a lot of my friends, older brothers, sisters were.
Okay.
So,
So what if you were 19 or 20, and then they changed the drinking age from 18 to 21?
they took a certain date and grandfathered you in.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, you got the grandfather?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell
They did
yeah.
that with vapes for a little bit, like when
Really?
they changed like the nicotine age. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that vapes and nicotine you have to be 21 now.
It was like right before I turned 18, and then they changed it to 21, so I didn't
Oh.
get it. But
Bastards.
yeah.
Yeah,
Great
it
Bloody
was-
Marys, by the way. Here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, Corey makes the mix.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
And then so what's the secret recipe?
It's a thick mix. I love it.
Yeah.
It's love.
It's love.
It's love.
That's a secret ingredient.
Yes.
Perfect. Comment love down below. Just kidding. I don't know.
But yeah, no, it was a different time.
Yeah.
It was there was actually a Sunday beer here law here for a while, which people don't realize.
Like you couldn't drink on Sundays?
you couldn't buy beer like after 10 p.m. and I think bars were supposed to close early on Sundays. Like
God,
Really?
damn Bible Belt.
yeah,
When was that a thing?
like in the late 80s.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember definitely the bar I'm talking about. We'd have to close at midnight on Sundays.
interesting.
Yeah.
But that's technically Monday.
Oh my god.
Maybe that's why they reverted back.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to bring this whole episode.
I didn't
Think it broke our brains.
I don't know the understanding about it, but
Okay.
behind
It's
it.
tomorrow now.
Yeah. But yeah,
I-
they'd lock it up at grocery stores.
Really?
Interesting.
Wild.
Gas stations too, and
Oh yeah.
And
Okay.
then they go ahead and change the age from 18 to 21, but then take back that rule.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
okay, interesting. Do you think in your entire how like long would you say over 2 decades, right, of being in the service industry for you?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's more like 40 years.
How would you say that how would you say the industry has changed since like when you started to now? Obviously, like there's a lot of time in between that, but like just overall, like what do you think some of the bigger changes that you're seeing nowadays?
Well, the huge one is it used to be hard to get a bartending gig.
Yeah.
Like you would have to start like I did as a dishwasher or a bar back. Like it was, there maybe half of the restaurants and bars back didn't even exist, if not more. And so like it was you had to sometimes work at a place for a year just to get a bartending gig, and now you can just walk in off the streets and never have even opened a beer and get a job. So, and it was harder. It was a lot easier to get fired. I feel like now everybody's so desperate for employees that you just look the other way, where certain things you would have been fired before. So old people like me get pissy, and it's just like, come on, man, be on time,
Yeah.
yeah.
do your job, but I get it, it's just not the same world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
It does. Well, because I will say, like, I had to work for like 3 years before I became a bartender. And so like I kind of feel that a little bit, that I had to like work to get my place there, which I think I appreciate probably more than most people do. But at the same time, like, it is weird. Do you think it's just because that there's like just an oversaturation of bars and restaurants, and
100%.
that's the main reason
Yeah.
why?
And something changed over the pandemic. Younger people just stopped working.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's who used to be the majority of employees, servers, part-time, all that stuff. And it just seems to have gone away.
Yeah.
They're doing something else.
We did lose a ton of people after, like, and during the pandemic, obviously, but after especially. And yeah, it seemed like most of those people that like left the bar or were working full time in the bar eventually ended up like, I don't know, doing health insurance or something like that, or like were remote jobs that they could be from home.
I think
Yeah.
a big part of it was like if I can't make money doing something, I have to make money somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find something.
And bartending is a lot of hard labor. I mean, like you are busting your ass, and young people don't want to do that anymore. Like sitting on your computer and
Easiest
working
job
from there.
I've ever had.
So easy. Yeah.
I mean bartending.
Oh. Oh. I mean, yeah, it's easy, but it's also hard at the same time, I think.
It's a different kind of like demanding. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't think it's physically demanding. I think it's more like just mentally.
We'll
draining.
see.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Like, I don't feel like physically. Well, okay, let me take this back. When I work a double, like the next day, I feel like I got hit by a truck.
Yeah.
It's like almost like a hangover feeling.
Yeah.
I feel like, but like I wouldn't say I'm like physically like my muscles are sore or anything. You know what I mean?
All right.
But
So
it's
let's say you just worked closing Friday, double Saturday, open Sunday. What are you doing with your Sunday night?
nothing.
Exactly.
Ab-
I'm literally
Absolutely.
staying home and rotting on the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a
Like, I will,
different it's a different level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Like I was.
So-
I wouldn't even like turn anything on. I'll just fucking sit there. Just
Just stare
In
at the wall.
silence. That's just what he does in his free time. He just
Yeah.
stares at the wall. Thinking
That's I think one thing people don't get, that like they're like, oh, you only worked a 6-hour shift. Yeah, but that's with no break
right.
Right.
at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And anytime you deal with the public, obviously you're gonna have we're throwing booze into that mix. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's tough not to lose your cool And yeah, and it does. It's stressful.
So kind of touching back on like how the industry has changed. I have noticed that like there is, like I would say like a couple generations older, like more so like the boomers that are still, going out. When they come out, it feels like there is a level of like unhinged but also entitlement that comes with it. That I'm like, was this super commonplace back then, like when people were drinking, in like 60s and 70s when they were first going out? Or is it just like they've forgotten how to behave?
Was it harder to get kicked out back then?
Yeah.
Back in the day?
Yeah, was it harder to get kicked out back in the day? I guess that's what I'm asking. Was it harder to get kicked out?
Yeah. There's a lot stuff went on back then that was looked the other way.
I guess like some of like the older regulars that I have that are just like, I've been coming to this bar for like 30 years. Let me tell you about some of the stuff that's happened. I'm just like, that would never fly today.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rules
Lot.
have changed.
Lot. And a lot of people back then too, like choose a bar and that's their bar. I can do whatever I want, be mean to new people, that type of stuff. That was a lot. Like you'd walk into an establishment and just everybody looked at you like.
Was that just part of the work culture, is getting hazed by the regulars?
Very much so.
Okay.
That's one of the things I feared getting a new job is you're going to have, especially bartending, because, servers you can just run around, but you're stuck back there. So
Yeah.
they all want to know your life story because they've been coming to this same bar 6-7 days a week. You're fresh meat. They're going to make you.
I've never seen you before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where
Who
were
are
you
ya?
born?
Yeah.
How many kids do you
Tell
have?
me
And it's like,
everything.
oh my God. I
Yeah.
just want to know what you want.
This is not a first date.
Yeah.
just give me your drink order, please.
Right.
I do feel like I've caught myself recently more often than not being like, okay, this one dude walks into the bar. I've not been busy all night and he's my first customer or whatever. I will like try to go out of my way to like have a full conversation with these people instead of like before where I was like, normally it's like sometimes slower and then my friends come in and then it just gradually gets busier like over the night. But like sometimes when it's just like the one person, I'm just like, God, I don't want to fucking be here right now or deal with this. And so I'll just kind of like, what do you want? Miller Lite, cool, crack it open, give it to him. And then I'm like, go back and like into my corner.
Into the back.
Hide.
We
Act
all
like you're doing
have-
something.
Yeah.
We all
You're
have
doing
a
that
corner.
more now, or
No, I'm doing the opposite
Okay, you're
having
now,
a
where
full
I'm actually like trying to like, I'll pull up a chair and sit next to
Good
them
for
and
you.
like talk to them more. And I think it's just more or less because it's like I want people to like come in and stay so I'm not bored. But there are definitely times where I'm still like just not feeling it. And
You
I'm
go
just
to
like,
your corner.
yeah, and
We
I
all
go to
have
my
a corner.
Yeah. Well, it's like, yeah, no, I just feel like I'm trying to like give people more of like an enjoyable experience, and I'm like consciously thinking about that more often than not, or more often than I was before.
Yeah.
Because like it's almost a little bit easier when you're busier to be like, I'm gonna take a second and talk to this guy or whatever it is, and then or they're talking to me and you get like a second to chat with them and like build that rapport. But like if it's just one person, coming into the bar.
So what shifted in your brain that made
wanted to
you
make more
like
money.
That? Okay. Because I'm like, sometimes I need to do that a little bit more.
financial
than-
incentive, yeah.
It's not that I'm like not trying to be charismatic or like let them have a good time or anything like that. It's just more like I'm in my own head and I don't really want to talk to anybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only when it's slow though.
Sometimes you're hungover.
That
yeah.
too.
You know those days where you're just like,
You get
like your
iced
hands
4
like in your
times
head and you're just like,
and you're just you're like starting to drink again on the clock just because you're like in
you
so
have
much
to.
pain. Yeah.
You can't be on 24/7 anyway.
Yeah.
Just like everyone else. You
Yeah.
get in
Yeah.
bad moods, you don't feel good, whatever. It's tough.
Yeah.
that's why
yeah.
I usually refuse to work doubles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Well-
know by like hour 9, I'm gonna turn into a cunt.
Yeah.
Derogatory.
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 Oh yeah. I've been pulling doubles for a while now, and I am so rude by the end of the night. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like I don't even recognize myself. It's so bad.
You're looking in the mirror in the bathroom, the
Who
employee
is this
bathroom.
beast?
You're entering in your credit card tips and you're like, why are they going down?
Yeah. Yeah. It's bad.
Yeah, I think I realize that I can like build rapport very easily with people, and that's what I'm like trying to do more often now.
Yeah.
I'll do that if I see something, if someone is by themselves.
Yeah.
I'll go out of my way to talk to that person.
Yeah.
But like when there's like a couple in there, I'm just like I love it when like groups come in because I'm like, all right, sweet, you guys can entertain.
You
each
guys
other.
will all be fine.
Right.
Yeah. But I do feel kind of bad when there's like a large group of people in, and then maybe they're not all the same group. It's just it's busy inside, and then there's like one dude comes in by himself because the bar is busy, you know, and it's like he wants to have some like entertainment and some social interaction, but then they sit at the bar and they're just like sitting there like by themselves, like on their phone, but everybody else is talking
No,
to somebody.
I appreciate that so much more than the person that tries to come in and force themselves into other people's groups.
See,
That's
and-
such a red flag to me.
Oh yeah, no, I agree with that. But I mean, like, you can sit at the bar and just like have a conversation with somebody and not feel like alone.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
It-
Or the bartender.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
I guess more. I'm just trying to like put myself out there more so people just feel more comfortable.
Cool.
That's Anyways, it's just like a conscious thing I've been thinking about. But I feel like back in the day, they probably didn't give a shit.
No.
They were just like, "What do you want? Here, take it.
Yep.
Leave whenever."
Yeah, and then you get to know them.
Yeah.
But at first, no, it was.
But it wasn't like an immediate rapport.
No.
Yeah.
Were bartenders also just more hardened, more chiseled?
What do you mean?
well, like I
Like
said,
I had
it
more
was,
of like a gruff exterior.
it was hard to get the gig, so you kind of had a aura about yourself.
Okay,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like it was just different back then.
Like to quote The Departed, like someone orders a cranberry juice, the bartender would be like, "What do you want? Your period?"
Yeah. Yeah, you would.
Was that a lot more commonplace? Like,
Yeah, definitely.
banter
Like,
like
if,
that.
if you didn't, sometimes if you didn't order what the bartender thought was cool or whatever, and
Uh-huh.
you're like, "Oh, nice chick drink," or
Yeah.
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
make fun of you.
So being
Yeah.
mean to customers. So maybe I should revert back.
no,
Bring back the times, Jaden.
Maybe I should revert back and be like, "What do you want?"
I used to work in a kind of a nice bar down the road, and one day my buddy came in, and he used to drink like bourbon, not like I drink wood bourbon, like fucking Stag Junior, Booker, stuff like that, hard shit, neat. One day he came in, he was like, "Can I get a double Tito's and cranberry?" And I did a double take, and just instinctually I was like, "Are you fucking pregnant or what?" Dude, pin drop silence in that bar.
Damn, Mike.
Leo DiCap would have beat the shit out of you for that.
Bartenders would straight up hit on your girlfriend too, right in front of you.
Really?
back then.
Really?
That's
Wild.
crazy.
All the time.
Were there a lot of bar fights back
Oh
then?
God, yeah.
Was
But
it
like
more
they
acceptable?
would put 2 shot glasses down. This happened to me, and pour whatever, and you think it was for both. No, it was for my chick and him. And
Oh, damn.
Ruthless.
what just happened?
Are you
Mr.
getting my
Serial Girl.
girlfriend- Yeah, are you getting my girlfriend drunk right now?
Would the bartender at least be like, "I'm helping you out"?
No.
No. Damn.
That's how it turned into a cuck fee.
That's the real cuck fee, is the customer pays it.
Yeah. No, but yeah, would you still have to buy them?
No, it was
Okay,
on him.
all right, good.
But
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I've never seen something like that. So,
I feel awkward enough. Like, let's say like there's like a couple at the bar, and like the guy will order like a shot of Jameson. She's like, "Ew, I don't want to do that. Can I just have like a grape bomb?" And I'll make 2 grape bombs, and then I'll do the grape bomb with her while he does the Jameson. I even feel weird about that sometimes.
Yeah.
that's
Instead
not
of-
as bad.
Instead of the
That's not nearly as
Jameson.
bad as like,
What
like,
part?
I'm only making a shot for her and I. Fuck you, dude.
What part are you ashamed of? Drinking the grape bomb or doing it with the girlfriend?
I'm not ashamed, but I am just like, I do like sometimes where I'm just like, I don't want you to think I'm trying to fuck your girlfriend, right?
Well, and dude, and that comes back to like, who do you look first when a couple is at your table or at the bar? Like, who do you greet first? Like the girl or the guy?
Oh, yeah.
You know, like
That's a good question.
I always try to I'll say, "What's up, guys?" and then I'll start looking directly at the man and be like,
Really?
"Well, we have this," and like, yeah, because I don't want them to think that I'm like, you know, eyeing their girl or something like that.
What
to
are you,
be like,
sexist? You think the man has to order
no,
for
but
the
then
lady?
that's no, and I'm not like
There's no winning.
asking.
There's no winning in this
Yeah,
scenario,
exactly. It's
Really?
more.
You're
I
either
just
sexist or you're trying to bang their girlfriend.
yeah.
Jesus.
I've never had like a customer like get mad or assume that I was doing that though either. So I
Yeah.
think it's more of just like in my head.
I mean, it's your job to
Yeah.
ask each person individually
To provide
what they
service.
want. Yeah, I mean,
Do you guys ever see this move where like you're trying to take a couple's order and then the guy will like whisper his order to the girl?
Oh,
and then
God.
or you bring out their food and she's like, he doesn't want pickles. He said no pickles. Have you seen that?
What?
Like, where like she will order for him and then the food will come out and she's like, he doesn't want pickles. Like she's just ordering for him. That's just an
He's
example.
like,
And then
"Ma-
she
mommy,
cuts
can
cuts his
you
hamburger.
please-"
yeah, she cuts it for
in
him
squares.
in fours.
Feeds it to him with a plane.
I feel like that happens to me a lot. Not a lot, but like when it's me serving a couple, like
Yeah.
I always address the girl first, vice versa
Yeah.
to what you do.
Yeah.
I see that a lot more of a girl bartender having more problems than a guy because I feel like the girl customer is staring at them.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
are you looking at my dude?
It's
Uh,
so
Where
yeah,
uncomfortable.
It's not really the other way.
It's very
Yeah.
uncomfortable, and it's
Yeah.
like I'm just trying to do my job.
Yep.
I don't.
But is that why you like usually greet the girl first?
Usually, yeah, I try to. I mean, if I know the couple, I'll maybe greet the guy first. But like, if
Well,
I
yeah,
don't
but
know,
that's the thing. If you know them,
Yeah,
but
if
they're
I-
so
yeah,
strangers.
if I don't know them, like, what can I get you? I look at the girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't want to cause problems.
All right, are you doing it to avoid problems, or is it like a pussy power connection?
Ooh, maybe it is a pussy power connection.
Is that a term?
Honestly, it might
It
be.
is now.
It probably is a pussy power connection.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The PPC
You know
on the
PPC?
PPP podcast
You know me.
or the Poor People podcast. Okay, so what's these are some questions
Bless
I
you.
have. What's one thing every customer could do that would instantly make your job easier? Since we're kind of like already talking about customers, I think I only think of things that customers shouldn't do to make my life easier.
Yeah.
But like something that they could actually do to be useful.
Yeah, but if you flip that around, like what they shouldn't do, you
Yeah.
could turn that into something that they should do.
Right.
So,
Oh.
you know.
Whoa, psychology major.
Yeah. You know me.
I would
is
say
crazy.
when you're done with your drink and you want another one, just put it at the end of the bar.
Right.
Yeah.
Nonverbal communication.
Okay, but how far to the end of the bar?
Edge.
The like in the mats, like
Not
where the
on the
mats
mat. For fuck's sake, not on the
Why
mat.
not?
Wait,
That's where I
yeah, why
make
not?
Drinks.
I like when they put it on the mat.
I don't like when they put it on the mat.
What if you don't get the fucking hint?
Oh, then yeah.
What
Put it in my way, then yeah, I'll get the hint. But I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty good at noticing. Like, oh, it's at the edge of the bar. Do you want another one? Yeah, cool. Here you go.
Yeah.
See, I mean, yeah, that for sure. But I do get annoyed when they put it on the mats and they're like, or like right, like where all my clean dishes are, like in front of the dishwasher. They'll like put their, like I get they're trying to do me a favor, but it's also like, bro, do you not see all of these clean dishes right next to you?
They can't tell which are clean.
I mean, if they're upside down and I just pulled them out and they're steaming, like you would assume that you would know that they're clean, right? Like,
You think?
especially if it's all happening right in front of you.
They're drunk.
I mean, that's fair.
That is a really good question though, because I can't think of anything.
Yeah.
Mine
Of
would
what
just
customers
be
should do?
be aware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm getting my ass kicked and I'm obviously alone and you see the size of the bar, I'm trying to go and I've got drink tickets coming out and I'm trying to go in order of who got here. You've seen everything unfold. Why are you so pissed by the time I get to you? Like, I'm not
Right.
blowing you off. You know what's going on.
It's like, if you're gonna be pissed, I can just come back later.
Right.
Right.
Let you,
It's the
give you
whole
some time to cool down.
if they just were aware, if you're getting your ass kicked, just be cool, you know,
Yeah.
and then don't do other stuff like, "Hey, I need my check. And you're like, drop everything, give them their check, and then they just sit there.
They sit
They don't
there.
even pull their wallet out. And you're like, what
Yeah.
was the fucking hurry? If you
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I gotta transfer money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Give me
that
30
shit
minutes to transfer
pisses
money
me
over.
off.
But
The-
we're not talking about things that people shouldn't do.
so,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
no,
what
it's
they
things
should
that
do.
they could
Have your
actually be
payment ready to
useful.
go.
Yeah.
I guess that's the way to turn that around. Have you transfer the money before?
I
Yeah,
do I do
that'd be
like
nice.
yeah, I like being aware. Being aware of like not only your surroundings but also the bartender and how busy they are and like ordering everything you can at one time.
Yes.
Right.
So, okay, this leads me into my next thought is that when you have a customer be like, oh, okay, I want this drink. And then you bring the drink and make it back, and that's all they tell you. Maybe they're with like a couple other people, and then they're like, oh, and then we want this one. And they're like only ordering one at a time.
Oh my God.
Or like asking for one thing at a time. Do you think that's a conscious thing that they're doing? Or they're like, it's just straight up like they're just not thinking about it?
I think it's both.
I don't think they're thinking about it, really.
Because sometimes I think, like, what if they're doing it on purpose just to keep me serving them longer when I'm behind the bar? So that it's
so?
like they're trying to, like, keep my attention for a longer period of time instead of me just being like, okay, you want four different drinks that I can all make at once.
It pisses me off when people do that here because the bar is so long that I'm spending half of my time walking from one end to the other to get a Crown bottle that you want.
If I know that I gotta walk across the bar, I'm gonna be like, cool, do you guys need anything else over here before I...
Yeah, but like if you bring somebody a drink and they're like, oh, can I get this now? And you have to walk to the other side of the bar and then make it. That pisses me off.
Well, that's what I like to... This is a move that Hunter taught me. It was just like, remember when I said, do you need anything else? And then you said no.
You can't say that.
Are you a liar?
So you're gaslighting your customers, Bradley.
You lied to me.
I do like pulling the "Do you remember when" like card, and it's like 30 seconds
I have
like
the
went by.
screenshots.
Yeah. Like, oh, do you remember when you made me close out 3 of your tabs in a row and you didn't tip me once on 3 of those tabs? Like, do you remember that? Because I remember that. Like,
Yeah, here's the thing customers can do. Just keep your tab open.
yeah, yeah. We talk about that so much.
Yeah.
It's I don't know what it is, but at this point, I'm done fighting it. I'm done trying to like tell people to be like, oh, well, you could just stay open, you know, like whatever. Like, it's too much work now. At this
It
point.
is. What about when somebody you get a couple or 3 people and one of them orders a drink that's just a pain in the ass for you to make, and the other one, I'm not sure what I want yet. So you go make that one, come back, and you know what? I'll have one of those.
I do that too. It's
And you could have easily made 2 in the same
Right.
tin.
Yeah.
You're just like,
Fuck those
Yeah,
people.
or like the blended drinks. Once somebody gets them, everybody gets them.
Which your
It's
blender here
so-
does work.
It
right?
works. Yeah, we shot like a cocktail segment, and I was like, "I'm making a grasshopper." Just kidding.
I
The
dread
blender's
that.
broken.
I dread it because we make
Really?
it in a tall glass and it's got whipped cream and you
Yeah,
the
like
server
shaving.
walk. Oh my God, what's that?
Oh yeah.
Nothing.
No.
We're out.
It's-
Don't worry about it.
It's one of those drinks that as soon as it goes out, like everybody
sees
wants
it.
it.
Oh yeah, because I mean it looks good too.
Yeah.
and it's ridiculous.
I always all right. So I wonder about like whenever Bar Rescue does an episode somewhere and the bartenders start making these dumb fucking annoying drinks like that. Some blended thing that has like sparklers and shit coming out of it. And then John Taffer's like, someone sees this, everyone's gonna want it. And then the bartender's like, fuck.
and that's
You're
what it's like here with the
I keep
grasshoppers.
forgetting that we're at a restaurant.
Yeah.
My bad.
Like this place, we make the ice cream drinks, but if somebody wants a frozen margarita, we tell them we can't.
Right.
That makes
Sorry.
no sense.
That's funny. I never even thought about that.
Yeah,
That is
we
great.
could make all that. We could make daiquiris. We just tell them we can't.
Yeah.
Damn.
For a long time, our blender actually was broken for a really long time, and we just never got a new one. And we
That's
like
awesome.
kept it back there just
Yeah.
to like tell people like, look, it's broken.
Right.
But then it's called a magic bullet. I don't know if you guys
Oh
know.
yes,
Ooh,
yes.
God damn, dude. Those are literally
drink
like
at a time, and
Yeah,
those.
one drink. I can only make one drink per, and then you have to pour it into one, and then pour it
Yeah.
into another, reshake it. All this. Oh God. Magic bullets are like just my least favorite thing to deal with. I'd rather just have a massive blender.
Personally.
Yeah, personally,
Like
it's
at
great.
home.
Yeah, you can like make a smoothie in the morning, like just for yourself.
Yeah.
Perfect for that.
Yeah, but when you
Not-
have to share,
Not for a bar where you're making 40 daiquiris or whatever it is.
I kind of want to make a daiquiri right now. Not right now, but in a bit.
Oh,
I
no,
didn't,
go ahead. Go.
I didn't know we could do that, Corey. What?
A daiquiri is not traditionally blended.
It's not.
No,
What
a
what
daiquiri
is
is
it?
a daiquiri is just it's just a daisy without the second base liqueur. So it's
what?
It's second base liqueur. So,
So, like-
a daisy is a split base spirit, but a daiquiri is literally just like it's rum lime sweetener. That's it.
Oh,
Shaken. That's a basic daiquiri, but a lot of people think that it's like,
frozen. I thought it was frozen.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
shit.
I had
I thought that was a
Traditional.
mojito was rum lime sweetener.
And mint.
yeah, but it's
And
mint.
sugar.
Yeah, that's
Oh, wait,
that's
sweetener.
more
Yeah.
like a that's more like
It's more like what?
a smash.
Okay.
Naming all the crap we don't want to make.
Mixologist.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had five ladies come in one day at this other bar, this nicer bar that I worked at, and they came in and they ordered 5 egg white cocktails. I don't know what you guys know about egg white cocktails, but you can't make 2 in 1 10.
You
Oh.
can't?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh, because it gets too frothy.
yeah. And so the meringue, it layers. The meringue goes on top. That's
Yeah.
how it works. I had everyone, and they all drank egg white martinis all fucking night long.
You poor thing. That sucks.
Must have been terrible.
Yeah.
And then they
What
didn't
a-
tip.
Did they tip you nice?
I'll shed a tear for you later.
They took care of me, but yeah, it
Good,
sucked.
good.
When I was in my 20s, one of my buddies, chick cheated on him, and she was a bartender at Fridays. You guys remember
TGI Fridays? Yeah.
The
And they
the
had-
movie
Do you-
Cocktail starring Tom Cruise was based on?
Yeah.
Wait. Friday's he was supposed to be at TGI Fridays?
Yes.
What? I
Yeah,
thought he
TGI
was at
Fridays
like.
used to be known for like flair bartending.
Yeah.
Well, no, but I thought he was like. Oh wait, so it's been a while since I've seen the movie, but
I've
he
never
like gets
seen it.
promoted and like starts like doing like working at a new bar and stuff, right, in the movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I didn't know he started at TGI Fridays.
Well, it was
in the
supposed to
movie.
be.
Oh, okay.
They changed it.
You're only wearing. You're
Sorry,
only
I didn't mean to hijack your.
Oh, no,
you're
no. So anyway, they had some fucked up drink. I can't remember, but it was muddling and the whole thing. It was a pain in the ass. So like 8 of us went there while she was working and ordered, I don't know, 5 fucking rounds of that and then stiffed her.
Corey.
Oh yeah.
She cheated on our boy, man.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
That's a good way to
Okay.
get back, though.
Yeah.
That is a very
Yeah,
good
there was
way to
nothing
get back.
mean said,
Yeah.
nothing. We just kept ordering shit she didn't want to make and then stiffed her.
Perfectly legal.
Karma.
retaliation.
Cheater on the tip line.
You should have.
She makes it all 0 somehow, like with a 1 in front.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Actually, I was gonna say, damn, Corey, I didn't think you were like that, but if she cheated,
Yeah.
That's a good homie help out.
yeah,
like,
it is. Gotta get your lick back.
legal revenge.
That's good.
Okay. I don't know if you guys are allowed to like drink behind the bar here, but like how do you like if you've ever had a shift where you've like maybe gotten a little too drunk behind the bar, like how do you try to maintain like that your energy of like don't fuck this up?
I think it kind of turns into the same thing as like when you're out with a group of friends and someone gets too drunk and then like suddenly your like maternal instincts kick in. You
Yeah.
gotta like mommy the rest of the group.
Right.
It's kind of like
when
how
you're
it is.
when you're drinking? Or I'm saying like when you're drunk behind the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm saying my maternal instincts kick in, and I'm just like, well, I have to lock in.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you just start lifting cars off of babies and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't that what happens?
That's exactly it. Yeah.
It's like a thing.
Like I don't
It
like.
is
Yeah, like motherly love or whatever is like
lifting a car off your baby.
it's like it's a thing.
Okay,
I
You can
think it's
probably
a
lift
thing.
car.
me.
Yeah, if your baby was stuck underneath it,
You think so?
the adrenaline surge you
No.
would have that. Like, just like I have to save my baby. Yeah, like that's
I think my baby would be dead if it was underneath of a car.
it would be.
I mean,
But you
But
still,
would
you
that
still want to
would
check
that stop you
Yeah.
from lifting the car?
I mean,
at least to check.
depends on what kind of car it is.
I guess.
But then as soon as you realize, oh, it's dead, drop it.
Well,
Okay, wait.
shit,
Maybe
that's
this is
pretty like.
maybe this is not what I was
Jeez.
conversation.
Whoa, Bradley.
Okay.
But no, I remember like at previous jobs when I would get like too drunk. Like like at Lefties, I remember there was one time I was like way too drunk behind the soundboard. It was like 4th
Yeah.
of July weekend. This band was gonna play like 3 sets, and like I was blacked out before the 2nd set because like the band kept like ordering us all shots and everything. And my boss at the time, he was just like, "We're doing them," and I was just like, "I'm not gonna be able to run the sound." And he's just like, "That's fine." I'm like, all right, dude. Luckily, I mean, there was like no one at the show except like one of the guys from like the Des Moines Register was there to like interview that band, and like I kept like trying to crash the interview.
Bradley.
Peeking my head into frame, like, "What are you guys doing?" They're like,
Super
"We're doing an interview," and I was just like, "Oh no."
What's
You're not going to put this out on the internet, are you? He's like, no, I can't because you keep interrupting it.
That's hilarious.
But no, there was a lot of times where if I was like getting a little too drunk behind the board, I would still just like, most of the time I'd like be like, you got to lock in because like this is your only source of income.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
You can't afford to fuck this up.
at my previous place of work, not here, I would go through like half a bottle of tequila a shift,
Whoa,
and it was
really?
Wow.
yeah,
That's a
it was.
lot.
I mean, I would chip in money for it
Well, I mean,
over
yeah,
time. Like, I'm
yeah.
not gonna just steal it. But yeah, I think I just would keep the ball rolling. Like, I would just keep going and just hope that I was doing my job.
Did it ever get too like much when you would drink half
For
a
sure.
bottle
Yeah,
of
like
tequila?
for sure. But also like when you've worked at a place for so long and you know what, like closing duties, I was fine. Serving customers though, I was maybe like running into tables and like.
So you'd never get like talked to the next day, being like, "How fucked
Oh
up
yeah,
did you guys get?"
I got talked to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But I was too valuable to fire. So yeah.
That's
Bringing it back to the conversation earlier, yeah, there's
Yeah.
yeah. People
bars and
people-
restaurants are too desperate to fire us.
Way too desperate. Doesn't mean that you should black out at work though.
No, that's
so
true.
don't do
They will
that.
still absolutely fire you.
Yeah. If it's
Yeah.
bad.
It wasn't a thing back back in the day. It was encouraged. I
Really?
mean, owners, managers, everybody was doing shots. Like, so I don't know. I don't ever remember having a time where I couldn't do my job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Many times I didn't remember doing my job, but I just always maintained somehow.
Well, that's part of like what
That's
makes
how I
a
feel.
good bartender,
Yeah.
though, right? I mean, like
Yeah.
you're there, not necessarily to be the life of the party, but but you are part of the life of the party.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Yeah.
like part of that is partying with
Yeah.
the party.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I do. So on Sunday, I had to work, and then you guys were all throwing a surprise birthday party for me, but like I didn't know it was happening. So I was at my shift for 3 hours before I knew that there was a party happening for me.
There was
I
a
didn't realize
party
you were-
in the basement
Yeah, I
of
didn't
where
realize
he
the
was
bar-
working.
working.
I was working, and of course, I get there. For those 3 hours, I had one customer, so I had like 4 shots by myself. And then I find out that like there's this party happening, and then everybody's buying me shots. I got iced like 4 times. Dude, I'm gonna throw up already. That's the 4th time I've been on average sized wiener. I don't remember leaving that night.
All right.
So like I'm just saying it snuck up on me so fast. Had I been like keeping my shit like the way I normally do, if I like take a shot or two behind the bar or whatever, it's literally usually just because I'm bored. And I'm like, I need something to like keep me awake. And so,
And you're using alcohol for that?
well, yeah, I'll take like a small shot of Jameson. And it'll
Okay.
like wake me up. Yeah. And so I did like
All right.
4. They weren't like even full shots. They were like very small shots. So like 2 shots really. But like I still by like the time I got there, I was like thinking about it. I remember we were like trying to have a conversation. Me and Mike were about like business. And I was like, I'm already like leaning and like, like I'm like trying to like in my head be like, okay, I can have this conversation still. And then I just had to like, I think I just ended up like walking away.
Like, hey,
Because I
man,
just couldn't.
See, the
we
more
need to talk about this another time.
the more I drank on that night, the more I wanted to talk to Mike about business. He was like, "I can't believe we're having this conversation right now." He kept saying that.
I have so many ideas.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
The worst is when you've had a dead night, because we all know how to pace ourselves and stuff. And
Right.
Say for 2 hours from 10 to midnight, there's just nobody in there except maybe a couple buddies. And then all of a sudden your place fills up for
Yeah.
no reason. And you're just like, oh.
Whoa.
Oh shit!
Yeah, now I gotta lock in.
And now, I don't know about you, but then locking in means I need more shots.
Right.
Oh, I'm not in the mood for this shit, man. You know, I've already gone to shut down mode and whatever. But that was back in the day.
I will say, like, no, there's been times where, like, yeah, like, it'll be dead for so long, and you're just like, this night's a wash. And,
Yeah.
like, you're just mentally prepared,
Mentally
like, I'm
out.
probably going to close early, like, and then, or like, or like I'm not gonna make any money tonight, and then like you get hit with a group and you're like, yeah, but I already you know,
Already
thought
clocked
about
out mentally.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Clocked out mentally.
That's the worst.
I did just have that happen to me recently. Super slow all day long. Like me and my girlfriend were there at the bar. She was coming in just hanging out with me. Me, her, and another friend of mine. We played a full game of Monopoly on my shift. A full game.
It's amazing.
Like, dude, I'm not even kidding. Like we wrapped up the game of Monopoly after like 6 hours, something like that. It was ridiculous amount of time. And like, cause we just kept it going because we were like, well, no one's come in or whatever. So then I got like a small party. They were hanging out enough that I didn't really like, all I had to do was just get their drinks and they were fine. But then again, we like after that, we kept playing Monopoly and got it all the way through. And then right as we wrapped up Monopoly and like everyone, like my friends were leaving, immediately got a wedding party. And it was like, it just got slammed in there. I went from like, making a like, I don't know, $20 to like $300 in like an
Damn.
hour.
Oh.
and that's the thing.
yeah.
With bartending, you never know who's gonna come in.
Yeah, and I like to think that it was a part of because we were playing Monopoly. It was
Can
like
we
the
talk about wedding
superstition.
parties for a second?
Yeah.
I feel like wedding parties are always such a toss-up. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like, usually when they're going out to bars, they've already been drinking at the reception. Most of the time, they've been drinking at an open bar. And they haven't been tipping on it all night. Mm-hmm. And now they're upset that they have to start paying for drinks.
Yeah.
And it's like, either I'll get the person that they're just like, oh, I feel bad that I haven't paid for a single drink all night, and then I'm gonna start tipping excessively, or I'm getting the person that's just like, I'm not tipping you at all because I had to pay for these drinks. And in my mind, all my drinks tonight were free.
Yeah. That is a weird.
What's worse, a wedding party or a party bus?
Ooh. Party bus.
I hate the bachelorette party bus.
Me too.
I really
Walk
don't.
in, give me 30 Vegas bombs, and
Oh,
nobody wants to
shit.
pay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you're not going to get tipped cool on that either.
I've had that too recently where they'll be like, I think it was a party bus, and they were like, oh, 20 of these bombs or whatever. And then I was like, awesome, are you guys all on one tab? And they're like, no, we're all separate.
Fuck that.
I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Can't, like,
Are you guys
we
friends?
have Venmo for a reason.
You
Yeah,
want
Venmo
me to
that
print off
shit.
20 separate checks? Like,
Yeah. Oh my god.
yeah, it was. I remember being like, I just kind of looked at them and was like, all right, like I'm gonna do this. And then luckily at that moment, like I'm already mentally prepared to start like splitting all of these. But then somebody in the party was like, how much is it? Put it all on one. Like,
Yes.
Cool.
just we'll take care of it.
That's
They'll
a good
Venmo.
thing a customer can do.
Yes, that's a
Right,
good
there
thing.
we go.
Is realize that like you're making it difficult for the
Right.
bartender.
that one person was probably in the business.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they were. They were the only one. In
You know,
the
what'd be really
business.
funny though. Like, you know how on toast you can hit like split, and then if you want to do it like even ways.
Yeah.
And you were just like, and then toast is like, how many ways? And you put like 20, and if
On one.
if a message just popped up and said, "Fuck them,"
That would be hilarious. Yeah, I've had. I think more often than not, though, I do have a pretty good wedding party. It's usually like the bachelor and the bachelorette parties where it's like,
Bachelorette's the worst to me. My worst experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Bachelorette
nuts.
yeah,
They don't want to pay.
Yeah, nobody wants to pay. Yeah. I don't know. I've also had people a part of a wedding party and like they're having fun and they're like, requesting songs, which I think is really annoying too, because they'll like keep requesting and whatever. And then they'll like they were like weirdly understanding, I guess is the word, because it was a weird understanding. Like they appreciated that I was like getting them all these drinks and everything, but then they were also like oh, my buddy like really loves this song that I just requested, like is it okay if like I put him on my shoulders like while we're dancing? And I was like, I mean, don't hurt yourself, like whatever, like. And so but
I
like,
thought you meant
The
understanding
fact-
as in like they were gonna ask something ridiculous like that. You're like, no, that's too much of
No,
a
it's-
liability. I
but
thought you meant like understanding, like, oh, okay, then we won't do it.
they were
and I won't throw a fit about
The
it.
fact they asked
Yeah.
that too, like what the
I would have assumed that they would have just done it. And then
Yeah.
I would have like had to walk over and been like, all right, like get down. That also reminded me, do you guys ever have things happen at the bar that you choose not to involve yourself in, even though, you know, it's like probably not something that
Are
should
you
be
asking
happening
if
at the
I
bar.
pick my battles?
Yeah, are you picking your
Yeah.
battles like
Definitely.
with
You've got to pick your battles.
like for example, at one of the bars that I work at, there was this lady standing on a chair, and she was very intoxicated, but also like super balanced for somehow. But like she was like standing on this chair, like jumping up and down, like singing, and was like totally fine the whole time. And
Jumping up and down on the chair.
dude, yes, I believe, like literally. And then I remember,
God.
like
So
I was
stressed
so
out hearing
so busy at the time, and somebody was like, "Hey, are you gonna like tell her to get down?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" Literally was like, I'm matter of fact, like I'm blind, like I don't know what's going on, like
I do that
I
so
bark
much.
by feel.
Act like I don't hear shit. Act like I don't see shit.
I didn't see anything.
No,
Yeah,
I do that all the
it
time.
was like I'll just wait. I'll wait until it gets too out of control, and then I'll say something to stop it. But I was just
Wait until she falls off the chair, and then you're
You
like,
know,
all
Okay,
right.
all right. Here's a scenario for you both. You both work here, right?
Yes.
All right. Someone is posted up on that station right there at the side of the bar where you guys have the pitchers.
Okay.
And they think that they can get served there. How long before you're just like, hey,
I serve
you
people
can't.
right there.
That doesn't bother
so
you?
instantly.
That doesn't bother you at all.
You know, I mean, like
This
our
bar's-
regular this bar isn't like a party.
I know what you're
like,
talking about. It never happens here.
No,
So
we
that-
have
that scenario
we have a
doesn't.
guy that comes in who plays our machines, and he goes up right there and orders drinks, and I serve him.
Oh, but then he fucks off.
Yeah,
He
he
doesn't
fucks
sit and
off.
drink there.
No.
Okay.
no.
But I know what you're talking about. There's
Yeah. Where they're just like in the way.
Yeah, there's like I worked at a bar where there was like a little swinging door, and that was the only way for the bartender to get out. And that was like, for whatever reason, that was the hottest spot to sit
Yep.
at that bar. And you would tell the same people hey man, don't fucking stand there, and they
Right.
do it anyway. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just crazy.
At the
I
bar I work at,
mean-
we actually installed chains, like amusement park chains, like yellow chains to keep people from like
Yeah.
coming past a certain point.
Does it work?
It does, yeah.
Good.
But like if we forget to pull the chains up, people will just come all the way around behind the bar sometimes. And then just like post up to talk to their friends more easy.
I think that goes back to the conversation of the regulars thinking they own the place. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
no one can stand there except me.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
that type of thing.
Well, but it's also just you're in the way.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, people get way too comfortable.
Yep.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah. At
Yeah.
what point do we have to stop like catering to regulars like that? Like, because I'm just saying, like, okay.
So this is where it kind of turns into the pick your battles thing.
yeah.
Because there's a lot of times like regulars will do it and it annoys the shit out of me internally, but I'm just like, So a lot of times I'll just like let it slide unless they're like blatantly in the way. But other times, like especially if I don't know that person, I'm just like, hey, can you please not stand here?
Yeah, that's the easiest. I think,
Yeah.
if you don't know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, the worst for me is when a regular's fucked up. Like, I don't want to cut them off.
I know.
Yeah.
They tip the shit out of me every week, and it's
Right.
just so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's the most. I hate that the worst.
There's been a
Yeah.
couple times I've had to cut regulars off. And they're like,
Yeah.
you really cutting me off? And I'm like,
I just ignore them, keep ignoring them. Hopefully they get the hint.
That's what I
Yell,
do.
Corey, and I just act like I didn't hear him. And then
Yep.
there's
I'll
times
give 'em one
I'll
of these.
or I'll walk around the bar and I'm like, bro, you're fucked up.
Yeah.
Can we just be cool? You
Yeah.
know? And then usually they'll be like, all right.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know. So I don't want to
Yeah.
embarrass them, but I don't want to serve them either.
Right.
Right.
I guess I got a couple regulars that like you tell them they're fucked up, they get like real mad and defensive about it.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm not fucked up. You're fucked up.
Yep.
I definitely will be the one to like I'll just straight up ignore them.
Yeah.
And like
that's what
and
I
I
do.
just won't say anything until they get the hint and leave, or
Yep.
like I'll just put their check in front of them, you know, and just be like, "Hey man, this is just for you whenever you need it," you know,
Yep.
and then that's
Right.
whatever.
I don't need it.
Yeah, I'll be like,
Yep.
"Well, just think about it."
Think about it a little bit.
I don't know.
I had a guy pass out
Yeah.
at the bar, and I went behind him, hit him on the shoulder to get him, and then walked around and put his check in front of him. And he looks at it and he's like, "I didn't get to order my meal yet." And I'm like, "What are we doing here,
Yeah.
man?
Brother Bear, you are
Yeah.
not getting
You're
a meal.
passed out on the bar in the middle of the day
Yeah.
on a rando Tuesday."
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys ever buy Ubers home for people?
No, never.
No.
So
I've
okay,
ordered a cab for a couple of people, but I've never do an Uber.
Really?
Because you're on the hook if they throw up in it.
Oh yeah,
you
true. I
really?
guess I've never even
Yeah.
thought about that.
If you order the Uber for someone, it's on your account. You're the one responsible for them.
Yeah.
Usually what I'll do in that situation is instead of me ordering the Uber, I'll just go to whoever the manager is, and especially if it's me,
Yeah.
I'll just go to the next manager.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, this guy's really messed up. I actually don't even have the Uber app. Can you order them an Uber?
Or I'll ask them
Call
for
the
their
cab.
phone and like go search up Uber, and I'm like, "What's your address?"
Do cab companies still have like surge pricing like Uber and Lyft do?
Probably. I don't really care.
I heard they do.
Yeah, I could see them still having it, but I do feel like overall cabs are a little bit cheaper than
Yeah,
Uber
definitely.
sometimes.
Uber's expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's way more expensive
I don't
in,
know.
in OWI.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you're not the one driving and you're ordering it for somebody else.
Yeah. Right.
but yeah, I don't know. I just
No, I would never order an Uber for someone. Like I've had people ask me to, and I'm just like, I'll call you a cab, but I'm not getting you an Uber.
What if they were one of your regulars? Like,
Still.
oh, okay.
Yep.
I
So
would
hard no.
or I would get their phone and like order it from
Yeah,
their phone.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it like that.
Yeah.
But I'm not ordering someone an Uber on my account. I don't want you to take down my rating.
Do you ever
You have a good rating?
Probably.
I have a 5-star Uber rating. I'm just saying.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I have a
because of
4.5.
that. Because if I ever get sick and just have somebody order me and then I throw up in their Uber.
Damn,
That was
Aiden.
$300
That's how
cleanup
I
fee.
maintain my 5-star.
No, but there actually was like there was a buddy of mine that ordered an Uber for just a random drunk person, and then they threw up in it, and then he got charged $300 for the cleanup.
It's so expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was fucking livid.
I've always been like very upfront with the Uber drivers before I get in their car. I'll be like, yo, I'm really, really drunk right now. I'm probably going to throw up in the back of your car. Do you have bags or anything? Or should I get one now before I even get in?
Yeah.
That's just from a lot of
If I was your Uber
experience.
driver, I'd be like, you need to find a different
And
driver.
see, most
Me
people
too.
do that.
Me
Most
too.
people do that. And
Yeah.
that's why I don't order.
That's nice. You're transparent.
I try to be.
Yeah.
I did have a dude once. I didn't realize he was homeless at the time, but he was just like, Can you order me an Uber?" I'm like, "I'll call you a cab." He's like, "Okay." So I call him a cab, and like they're asking information like, "What's the rider's name?" I was like, "Hey man, what's your name?" He's like, "David." And I'm like, "It's David." And they're like, "David what?" And I'm like, "God, it's David. I don't know." And then they're like, "What's the address?" And I'm like, "What's the address you're going to?" And he's like, "The East Side." And I'm like,
Just drop them off on the east side.
So I
Closes
just-
the door.
so I just looked up the address to the fairgrounds, and I was like, "Just take him here."
Oh my God, dude.
Oh my
Like
god.
that's the East Side. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Do you ever like notice yourself like reading like people as they walk in, like,
Oh yeah.
and like maybe like
100%.
having like an idea kind of how they're maybe gonna act at, like in the restaurant?
Yeah.
How quickly like, and also like what are the signs that you're like kind of looking out for, but then also how quickly are you to like let them either, or how quickly are you to react, I guess, in either positive or negative way?
I definitely judge right away, and most of the time I'm wrong.
So that's why you gave me like a super mean glare when I walked in here.
Hey, my wife will tell you, I've always said this. I have a face. You either like me or you fucking hate me.
Yeah.
First impression. Like, it just has been like that my whole life.
Yeah.
So, but most of the time I'm wrong. But, doing this as long as I have, a lot of times I'm right. And it's just so cliched, and it's funny how it never changes, you know?
Is it kind of fun when you're wrong though?
Oh, 100%. You feel
Really?
it makes my day.
Do you ever let
Yeah.
them know that how wrong you were? It's like, man, I thought you were gonna be such an asshole, when
Dude,
you
yeah.
came in.
If I see him again, not the same.
Oh, okay.
I won't say, hey, thanks a lot, man. I really thought you were a fucking dick, but you're actually pretty cool. I want him to come back.
Like the second you walked in here, I thought you were an asshole, but like
Fucking-
you're actually pretty cool.
you're actually pretty cool.
That's funny.
You're not nearly as bad as I thought you were gonna be.
I
Right.
guess since you kind of brought it up, like what cliches do you think have maintained over the years, or like stayed the same?
So nobody ever wants to wait on old people. Yeah, I don't know how to answer this without
Sorry, I'm trying to order a drink.
Oh no!
right now.
I was pointing to her because she probably doesn't like old
Oh,
people.
are you kidding me? I love old people. Old people might not like me.
I was just
but-
kidding.
I know, Jaden. Giving me shit today.
Dude, I know. It's
got
the
the
first time I've been able to.
I
got
know.
the
Now
young-
you can since I iced you.
Yeah.
The young construction workers.
Oh yeah.
It is what it is, man. They're
Yeah.
usually dicks. They don't tip. They give you shit. That's just one
And
example.
they're the dirt on their boots gets all over
All
the floor and the
everywhere.
chairs.
Yeah, it's just there's sometimes a group of hot chicks. They're not going to tip you. I mean, it's just there's just these stupid
Same.
cliches, you know.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there like I guess like a weird one that like people wouldn't normally like think about? I guess
People that smell
Not a-
bad.
The
That-
wor-
Okay.
Have you ever had to tell someone that they smell too bad to be in the bar?
No, but have you ever tried to like clean up a seat or a booth and it just smells like
I
shit?
mean, I've had
'Cause
someone
somebody
shit
sat there.
in a chair before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
I worked at the
I've had someone
casino.
shit themselves
I've
in a
seen
chair.
it all.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
But no, there have been times where like someone's BO so bad, I'm like, hey man, you can't be out right now.
Yeah, you gotta go home and take a shower.
Yeah.
Can
you gotta clean that shit up.
Can you do that?
Yes. You
Or like if you shit.
can refuse service to anyone for any reason at all.
Can you? I
Yes.
thought in Iowa.
Yes.
That's
I
kinda,
thought that was like a state by state thing.
Is it a law in Iowa?
It's I don't know. I think in Iowa you can refuse
No, you have the
service
right
to
to refuse
anyone
service
for
to
anybody.
Yeah.
But I think for
Really?
the
Even
Yeah.
if they smell,
Thank
even
you.
if they smell
Yeah.
bad, but they look great.
yeah. Well, no, because yeah, they're awesome, super nice customers, but they smell bad, and you still kick them out. Well, because like I've definitely had that before too. Like, there's been reasons, I guess, that I would, for lack of a better phrase, that I would want to kick somebody out. Either smells bad, homeless, whatever it may be, but like. I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt, I guess. So I don't know. Like, I wouldn't, if somebody just smelled bad, I wouldn't kick them out.
Right.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
you
like,
can't do that.
See, that's what,
Yeah,
I'm trying to
like,
figure out.
You cannot do
absolutely
that.
do that. You can
Bradley,
absolutely
would
do
you
that.
do that?
I have.
He's like, I did it.
You're a ruthless
yesterday."
bartender.
I am ruthless.
Okay, what's the most petty reason as a bartender that on your shift, like, that you've kicked somebody out for? Like the dumbest reason that you've had to kick somebody out, I guess.
I know I got it. I just give me a minute.
I have
Someone go
one,
first.
but I don't want to get. Well, this happened at a bar I worked at before this, so I can't get in trouble here. Some of the regulars get really comfortable, and they will walk behind the bar if I'm in the back or something and pour themselves their own shots.
Whoa.
Yes.
That's not petty, though.
That's no,
okay,
that's
yeah, that's not petty.
That's egregious.
That's-
use
yeah.
And I have
of-
like crashed out on people for doing that because I can lose my job.
yeah.
I guess you're right. That's not petty.
That's more like reasonable.
Okay,
That's like
like-
somebody should be kicked out for that.
Yeah,
But yeah, like have you said you've kicked out somebody for smelling bad?
that's crazy.
What did you
here's the thing,
say?
I feel like part of my job is to make sure that everyone's having a good time. And if someone's good time is impeding on other people's good time, they're not allowed to have that good time anymore.
That's a good way to put it, actually.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if multiple people are like complaining about, or like
Or even if it just recognizing like this is probably something someone's going to complain about. Let's
That-
just put the
yeah.
stop to it right now.
Okay, that reminded me. I have kicked people out before because their sports team was playing against another sports team that was like our main bar, like sports team, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
They were against our bar's sports team, essentially. But then they were like the only one, which that's not a problem in itself, but like they were every time, like, you know, their team scored a touchdown or whatever. Like they would freak out, and it's like two dudes in this whole bar of like not their team, and
Yeah.
they would just like freak out and start screaming and be like, yeah, and like fuck you and all this, and like
Oh, yeah.
It-
If they're saying like fuck you and shit.
it was like, I mean, they were doing it. I think in my head, anyways, they were doing it because they realized they were surrounded by a sea of the opposite team, but also at the same time, like. again, that in itself isn't really like a reason. They were having fun with it, and I don't think anybody took it seriously. They were just kind of like, oh, these guys, whatever. But then it eventually, as the game went on and towards the end of the game, they ended up getting kicked out because then they were starting arguments and like not like around the bar and not like letting people just have fun and stuff like that. So I did end up I basically kicked them out for being a part of the other team.
Yeah.
And then causing a disturbance. But
I get that because you don't want to fight.
Right.
And that's what I'm not looking to get into that, you know.
And I don't want to break it up either.
I don't know. I don't want to do any of it. When I was younger, I didn't give a shit. But, like, I don't want to deal with that. So, like, anytime there's somebody obnoxious just yelling, I just get so, like, oh, my God, I got to deal with this? Seriously? Like, that's another horrible thing to do. So if there's two guys that are just causing problems, get them out, man.
Yeah.
You're going to make way more money off the other people, too.
True.
Yeah.
Especially if you kick them out and then help them have a better time.
Exactly. Your judgment has to be top tier as a bartender. I mean.
Definitely.
I kicked out a dude because I knew he was interested in my girlfriend.
Oh, hell yeah. I wouldn't say that's petty either.
Yeah. That was awesome.
That's a pretty good reason.
Mad respect. Mad respect.
That was petty, That was petty.
Yeah, I mean, maybe for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck that guy.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I mean, there's been people that have like stumbled in clearly too messed up, and I will like immediately being like, absolutely not.
What about this guy? The guy that summons his last, normalcy to walk in, perfectly orders a drink, pays for it, and then all of a sudden he's fucking shit.
Oh,
You're
dude.
Oh, they like keep it together just long enough
just
to
got it all together, and then just fucking.
That's
and you're
exactly.
Like, oh my God, dude.
I see that a lot downtown, and that's
I bet.
with the person that we were talking about before. That's exactly what happened. And yeah, it is one of those things that I'm trying to also be better about that. I had this dude who like we have like stairs with like a stoop in front of our restaurant bar, and there was like this dude like tripped up the stairs, and I was like, my first thought was like, okay, let's see how he talks to me. Like, I'm not gonna not serve him just because he tripped up the stairs, because I've done that before. But then he was like slurring his words really bad, and then I was like, hey man, I'm sorry, like I don't think I should serve you. I watched you fall up these stairs. And he's like, whoa, I'm not driving. And I'm like, doesn't help me out like at all. Like, I don't know if you're driving or not. I don't know shit about you. Now that you've confirmed that you're too drunk, I'm not serving you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's one of those things where it is kind of like, I don't know. I never like, I'll keep track of it, but I won't like use it against them right away until they like prove it to me.
You have like tallies.
Yeah.
How many does it take?
4 times behind the bar.
By the 5th, you're like, all right, but
hit on 7 women in the bar. All right, this is getting a little too much, guys.
That's one thing that's never faded for me, and it sucks. Yeah, the embarrassment of having to cut somebody off or kick someone out. It never gets easier. It sucks. You think I've done it a billion times, but each time sucks. You're just dreading it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's
It
awkward.
a
lot of times they'll yell at
like,
you.
hey man, it's probably time to call it a night.
Yeah, and it sucks if it's during the day too.
Yeah.
And people are too drunk, and you're like, call it a night. You should go home, take a nap.
Go sleep this shit off.
Yeah.
Do you think that's one of the only like constants that you've had like over the years in bartending? Is like that you feel like you struggle with over time?
That's by far number one. Yeah. The rest of the stuff I've learned to, you stop caring and whatever. But that, yeah.
Do you think bartending gets easier over time or harder?
The actual process of bartending gets easier, obviously.
Yeah.
It becomes muscle memory. I don't even count in my head anymore. I just know.
Yeah.
But I feel like dealing with the people just is always the same, because it's the shit that pisses you off is still going to always piss you off. Like, you know what I mean? So
Would you say people are more or worse or like less behaved?
I think they're the same.
Okay.
I really do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice to like younger bartenders or?
Or new bartenders?
Yeah, new bartenders.
Yeah, just be yourself and try not to take shit personally, and that's goes back to cutting people off. Why the fuck am I embarrassed to cut you off? You've made an ass out of yourself, but I am,
Right.
But maybe if you be younger, not taking it personally, you won't go through what I did, go through what I do. But yeah, just have fun and be yourself, and don't start drinking right when you get to work, because then that just becomes.
Yeah, guys.
You'll get to the point like I did when I was younger. I felt like I couldn't bartend unless I was drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to get in that frame of mind. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've definitely gotten out of that frame of mind, but more or less it's like I just get bored.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
Like, I'm like, I got to do something, so otherwise I'm going to fall asleep back here, and then nobody's going to come in.
That's what Red Bull's for.
Yeah.
But then I get
Caffeine.
too many. I'll chug like 6 Red Bulls, and I'll be like freaking out at that point.
Well,
I'm like,
drink 4. Yeah,
well,
3 or 4.
Okay, 3 would still do the same thing for me. I
Two.
think.
I don't know, man.
You gotta find your balance.
I'll usually
your
drink like
limits.
1 Red Bull like at the start of my shift, and then I'm good for the rest of my shift.
Okay.
So why are you drinking
So what's
6?
with the shots?
I'm just saying, there have been times where I've taken like 3 or 4 Red
Do you
Bulls.
just need something to do with your hands?
Yeah, kind of.
Drink soda water,
Maybe you
bud.
need more to do at work.
I do. I think that is what it comes down
Got
to. Is I
time
do
to
need
lean.
more. And I clean a lot.
I
I
got
clean
a lot of cobwebs downstairs.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't clean the cobwebs.
Did you find all like the little chickens downstairs that
No,
we hid?
I haven't been to
You guys
work
hate little
since.
chickens?
We hid them
fun.
everywhere.
Oh
Heather and I. Yeah.
I felt almost insulted when I showed up at your like little surprise party, and
Everyone was gone.
no, everyone wasn't gone. Like there was
Was
a
I
group
still there?
outside that was like, as I was walking down the stairs, there was a group walking out, and as I went to go grab the handle, that's when I saw the guy who was bartending lock the door.
Oh
and like
shit.
I looked at him, we made eye contact, and he like throws the curtain up, and I'm like,
Oh my god. He was not in a good mood. He was pissed.
to be fair, the group that left looked annoying as shit.
Yeah.
I want to say I left around like 11:30, but I don't know. I definitely
I missed you by that much. I showed
Dude.
up at like 11:50.
So you didn't
Yeah.
party at all? Or you did?
I mean, I went to a concert.
That night?
Yeah.
What?
I barely remember leaving. Anyways,
Yeah, I got like
okay.
my shift switched at like 3 in the morning,
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
shit.
so that I could go see Poppy, and then after that I was gonna go immediately to Bombar,
Yeah,
Okay.
and then got held up at Work in Progress for a little bit longer than I meant to,
classic.
because like the bartender he was just like, try this, I made this. I'm like, it's really good. He's like, do you like it? Drink all of it if you like it.
Jesus.
All right, so let's get into our douche of the week, and then we can wrap after that and get into our Patreon. Which, if you're not subscribed to our Patreon, it's only $5 a month, and you get a whole extra episode, early episodes, brewery tours, new merch access, and all of that stuff.
I don't mean to do this 2 weeks in a row, but can I go first? Only because it
Go
pertains to
first.
something that we were talking about earlier.
Yes, go first with your douche of the week.
This guy was in the bar right when I walked in. His name is. I don't give a fuck about calling him out. I'm probably never going to see him
I
again.
think we know he's been our douche of the week. I think if we're talking about the same one, we'll cut his name out for all of this. But
Nah, you can leave it in.
It might be the same guy. I
He's
think I might
definitely-
know
You
who
think
you're
he's
talking
watching this?
But he did some red flag
he's a-
stuff right away where, like, I had just gone behind the bar and he was just, I don't know, way too friendly right out of the gate. He was like, hey, man, like, trying to shake my hand as I'm, like, trying to set my bar up. I'm like, so I, like, stopped. I'm like, hey, how's it going? He was like, my name's. I'm like, okay, cool. He's like, oh, but I go by. I'm like,
Yep, we're talking about the same guy.
like the MAGA conspiracy thing. And he's just like, well, no, not like that. And I'm like,
you said
okay.
that.
Yeah. and he's just like, so what's your name? And I'm like, I'm Bradley. He's like, hey, Bradley, like, how long have you worked here? And I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. and then he started going from like group to group to group, like trying to like just be friends with whoever he could.
Were you super busy at that point?
I'm
Like in the
setting the
back?
bar up for the day. I don't know.
Oh, it was like early.
No. Like it was during shift change, but
Oh,
like you
okay.
know how like sometimes the opener has
you like it how you like it.
Yeah,
you know?
I like my bar
Yeah.
how I like it,
Yep.
and they like their bar how they like it. But
Yep.
that's like one of the first things I do is just like, I'm going to move the limes where I want them. I'm going to move this where I want it. I'm going to move that where I want it. And so I'm just like set out the bar for myself, but like also, trying to grab ice, trying to count down my register, just get myself ready for the shift. And then this guy's just talking to me. And I don't know, for some reason that's like one of the red flags. And I'm like, this guy's a weirdo, isn't he? Like he does not pick up on social cues at all.
No.
And then I watched him immediately annoy 2 other people to the point where like as soon as they would stop talking to him, they would turn to me and be like, that guy fucking sucks.
Was he like really drunk?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That explains it.
I'm assuming so.
He's yeah.
Was he a friend of yours?
No, not. I mean, yes, but it's a.
He's your friend?
Not like a super close friend, but we've known each other for a long time, so I would consider us more than acquaintances, I guess. Not a bad guy, very, very annoying when he's drunk or on drugs or whatever he's on. You never know. You never know with him. There's definitely been times too where he came in and he was like way too lovey, like coming behind the bar trying to give me a hug and stuff like that. God. And I'm like, dude,
Ew.
you're fine. Like I haven't seen you in a week.
Yeah, it's been a week.
Like, you're good.
Like,
you don't need to hug it out.
You don't need to do this. Yeah.
Wow.
Definitely has a history of taking it way too far.
So yeah, my douche of the week.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have a douche of the week?
Mine isn't necessarily a person, but I came into work Sunday morning. None of the music worked. None of the TVs were working. And, like, customers were in here. I don't know what they did Saturday night, but nothing worked. So I had to
turn the game on.
Yeah, like, nothing was working. We had to call people in. But I had to get a speaker from the kitchen to play music because it was just way too quiet in here.
Can you turn on the audio from the game?
See, somebody like you would come in and ask that.
I would never.
I mean, we figured it out within like 2 hours, but it was just super fucking annoying.
Was it just something that like you hadn't been told how to do, and then it was just like off?
Like I know how to turn everything on, but they had to fully come in, reset the system, which is like up in the ceiling, and yeah, it sucked. I had a speaker out here playing 80s music that I don't know much about it, but
about the 80s.
Yeah, you weren't around.
yeah, I wasn't around.
Neither were we.
Yeah,
For
it was kind of awkward.
I will say that
weird.
I did not realize that this was an 80s bar until you brought it up recently.
How did you not realize
To be
that?
fair, a lot of these mugshots
Kurt
are
Cobain-
not from the 80s.
Yeah, Kurt Cobain was definitely arrested in the 90s.
Harry Styles was definitely arrested in the 2000s. Same was Justin Bieber. Paris Hilton.
And yeah.
Yeah, I like Amy Winehouse.
Led
over
Zeppelin
there.
was super famous like in the 70s too. That's like when their fame started, right? Was in the 70s? Yeah.
Yeah.
They were done by the 80s.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. There's Morgan Wallen right there too, and Tiger
So
Woods.
random.
Like, yeah.
Scotty Scheffler.
I was just saying, it wasn't until like I really looked around that I was like, okay, I see how it's got like the 80s vibe to it. But
Yeah, like
my
the lava lamps.
Oh,
and
yeah. I dig those.
my first time walking in here, I never saw the lava lamps. I saw this wall and thought all of this was super cool.
You
but
were
then-
in here for 2 seconds.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, not even like 2 minutes probably.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like at least 2 seconds. Okay, so my douche of the week is I had this lady come in, get sat in my section by herself, totally fine. She orders a wine, like a white wine, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna order food in like 20 minutes. So like I'll just come up to the bar," and I'm like, "Perfect. Like my job's super easy." Like, she's going to order from me at the bar. I don't have to, like, walk to my section to go get her, whatever. So, time goes by. I'm just kind of waiting for her to walk up to the bar. The first time I see her get up, I'm literally, like, standing, like, wiping a glass down with a rag, and I'm literally looking right at her. And she gets up, doesn't make any eye contact with me, like, walks right out the door.
Oh.
And I'm like, okay, I thought you were going to order some food. Whatever. Okay, so I'm like, this lady, I don't know what her plan is. Maybe she's going out for a smoke or something. So I don't chase her immediately like out, but I'm kind of like looking out the window and I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, I don't know. So then she comes back in like immediately and I thought, okay, phone call, whatever, it's fine. She does the same thing probably like 4 more times. But every time she goes outside, she's like taking longer and longer and longer. After the second time it happened, the way I thought about it was that like, oh, the first time was like a test. The second time she's gone. And so I look outside, can't find her anywhere. Like she's not by the smoker's pole. She's not like anywhere outside. So I'm
I feel like you're doing way too much. Why did you follow her out?
Because no, this was like after this first time I watched her like get up and walk out the door, but like I just figured phone call or something because she was on her phone. The second time I didn't see her walk out.
Okay.
I just like looked over and then was like, oh, she's gone. And so then that's when I like went outside and was like, is she smoking or something? Like she didn't say anything, even though she said she was going to come up there. And so then I don't see her. So
Did she have like a drink at the table that you were like
she was
trying
still,
to figure out if you could pour
no, her
out
drink
or
was
something?
gone. She took her drink with her. That was the other thing. So that's why I'm thinking she just ran out on her whatever. It was like a Chardonnay or something like that. I'm thinking she took the glass and ran. And so I like immediately get my manager. I'm like, yeah, has anybody seen this chick? Like I was asking the host, like you sat her, like, did you see her walk out the front door? And they were like, everyone was like, no, I haven't seen her. I was like, awesome. All right. Well,
do we
talk
need
to
a
my
search party
manager
together?
Yeah, basically. Well, basically, but then like 30 minutes goes by and she comes back in and I'm like ready to give her tab because I'm like, if you're going to keep walking out like this and then coming back, just pay me by every drink that you order.
Yeah.
And then that at that point I wouldn't be annoyed by it, but I was still like, so she comes back in and she's like, oh no, I went out to my car and just was taking the phone call in there because I didn't want to be annoying or whatever. And I was like, all right, still kind of weird. Can I just like give you your tab and then we can just like work this out as we go? And she was like, no, I'm gonna order food still in like 20 minutes. And this is like after she already told me it was going to be 20 minutes. And like she was already waiting there for so long. So at this point, I'm like, I don't fucking know what's going on. She gets up and leaves 2 more times, goes out our patio door, is like standing on the patio this time because I like made it obvious that she was worrying me that she was going to walk out and she was like, no, I would never do that. And then she like, leaves again, takes her car that like one of the times and then comes back and she's like, I completely forgot. And I was like, I literally don't know what is even happening right now.
Oh, shit.
Like I've never experienced anything like that. And this lady was just like so entitled and thought like I was being like this asshole for like following her around.
I don't think you should be able to leave the premises.
No, you shouldn't be able to walk out the door, especially with your glass. Like I could have gotten in trouble with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, literally, what the fuck is she doing?
Exactly.
Yeah.
What? And she was watching volleyball like on her phone the whole time. So I was
What
like,
the hell?
I was like, that's what she was. Not
the shit
like
you
that
see
itself is
downtown
weird.
is so crazy.
That wasn't even downtown. That was like really close to here.
Wait, really? Oh my god.
But like, I was just like, who has the audacity to like make me feel like I'm going crazy because I'm following this like lady around and all she ordered was like a glass of wine. And I'm like, dude, this is a $7 glass of wine. Even the customers like that were sitting at the bar, because like the way our thing is set up, it's like the bar's here and then you have like your own little section kind of in the back, and that's where she was sitting. Even the customers sitting at the bar were like, what is this lady doing? And so then they like sympathized with me and they all hooked me up with like really fat tips, which is awesome. But I was just like, I was literally like, we were all watching her. Like at one point it became the joke around the bar because we were like, what is this? We were just watching her trying to figure out what the hell was going on.
She's trying to watch football with the volume on and not bother anybody.
Clearly something. I don't know.
Volleyball.
It was like, and she ended up paying. Everything was fine, but I was just like, what?
You should not have to chase customers around town.
No, especially to keep doing it and then being like, no, I'm going to order food. Oh, yeah, and then she never ordered food either.
The only time I've ever chased customers around town is if I kick them out of my bar and I want to make sure they have a bad night everywhere they go. I'll follow up to the next bar, like find their door guy and be like,
it's me again.
I just had to kick them out because they threw up, or like, or just whatever.
That's the nice thing about being like closer to all the other bars around you.
Yeah,
that's funny.
And like they'll do the same thing for us.
Yeah.
Like their door guy will come over and be like, that person just threw up on my bar. I'm like, cool, you gotta go.
Yeah.
Your night is over.
See, that would make it
That's
easier.
nice. See, we don't really have that here.
Yeah.
But
I guess really, this area really isn't that conducive to bartending, or I mean, bar hopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you have a douche of the week?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell one of my favorite stories. So this happened
Perfect.
over 20 years ago. So no names, but this guy is very rich, and you guys would all know him. And he was a regular at this restaurant. And this place was Italian. It was popular. Friday and Saturday nights we had live jazz. And there was like two different rooms because back then you had smoking and non-smoking, which is funny. Like someone said one time, it's like swimming in the non-chlorine part of the pool. So this guy, at one point he came in, he'd been duck hunting all day. So he rolls in, everyone else is dressed very nice, the customers, and he comes in his camo gear.
Like bright orange.
Yeah, all right, and camouflage
okay.
with whatever, hat and everything. And every time he wanted a drink, he'd blow his fucking duck call.
Oh no.
So this is just, some rich people just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so just to give a background on him. Anyway, so this particular night, it's me, and I'm probably early 30s, and the server is like my age now, mid 50s. And it's this guy with another guy. And, our kitchen closes at 9. It's like 11 o'clock. And it's just the waitress and me. And you can't kick him out. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
And so you're just waiting and waiting. So this waitress, God bless her, she had the worst bad breath I've ever smoked in my life. She,
Like a dead tooth in there.
yeah,
A tonsil stone, maybe.
she pounded coffee and smoked cigarettes all day long. Like there's nothing she could do probably. So we're both at the bar. He'd already paid. We're both at the bar. I'm behind it. She's sitting down. And we're both smoking, and I'm watching TV or something. He finally comes up to leave, and he walks up to the bar, and he lays down 5 $100 bills. And he goes to the waitress and says, you need to get your fucking teeth fixed. And turned around and walked out the front door. And I'm like, holy shit. And I look at her, and all she does is she slides one of the hundreds to me, takes the other 4, and leaves.
Oh my God.
Did she get her teeth
Holy-
fixed?
Did she
Damn.
quit? Or like,
No.
did she
No.
just.
And the next day, I fucking told everybody. And it was
Oh,
just
yeah.
awkward. Like, she didn't bring it up, but everybody knew. And yeah.
Oh my god.
Did that
That's
open the door for a
insane.
conversation? Then it was like, you do have some rank ass breath, though.
Yeah, like you got to
I mean-
get something figured out over here.
I mean, every time she talked to me, she was ignoring my. 'cause
Did you-
I'm always like.
Did you back
"Shit."
up? Like you're like,
Oh, yeah. Like, it was brutal.
oh damn.
Offensive breath weapon.
Yeah.
Ew.
breath weapons. Breath weapons. That's hilarious. I've never heard that before.
Breath weapon.
Oh my
So,
God.
yeah,
That's
so-
a that's
Holy
a good one.
Yeah, it's
Shit.
one of the craziest things I've seen a lot, but that one is stuck like it happened yesterday.
Yeah.
I feel bad for her. I wonder if she got her teeth fixed ever.
I don't know.
No.
I don't.
Well, it
think
could
so.
also, yeah, it could be like dead teeth or like cavities can smell too, or like you
Tonsil
could have like
stones.
tongue.
You
If she drank coffee a lot, she
A
could have a lot of
lot.
tongue.
Yeah,
problems.
you got a
Chain
tongue
smoke.
scrape.
Yeah.
Tongue scrapers.
Because remember, you could
Get
smoke
on
in the
those.
restaurants back then, so she always had a cigarette lit somewhere.
I want to
That is
get.
wild that we
Wow.
used
I
to
want to
do
get. I want to talk more about that, but on our Patreon.
Okay.
for $5 a month, you can get access to all of our content on Patreon. And yeah, we're gonna get into that now. We're like over time for sure, so this has been super awesome. But let's wrap it up here, take a little break, and then let's go into Patreon. And
yeah.
yes, thank you, Shirleys. Thank you, Corey for Corlelia Shirleys.
I've been
Thank
called
you.
worse.
No, thank you. You've been awesome, dude. I'm really excited to hear more of these stories from you
No.
on our Patreon.
Thanks for
And
having me.
yeah, dude. And thanks for doing this. And thank you, Shirley's, for letting us take up all this space back here by these mugshots.
Pretty cool.
If any of us get arrested at any time, is there any chance that we can get
I
on
would
this
make
wall?
sure that you got put up on.
Can
there,
we get
yeah.
Jaden's mugshot up on the wall?
From when I was 18?
What about
I
yours
had
from
hair.
this morning?
I had hair then.
If you
so
if you print
I looked good.
print it out.
Okay, actually.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
deal.
No,
I'll-
seriously.
I'll print it out.
We've got lots of space on these
My
walls, so-
mugshot is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of it, but
No.
it's a solid memory.
You've
What'd you get arrested
you've
for?
overcome
I
it.
gotta-
Find out this week on
Yeah.
Patreon.
Right. Thank
You
you.
can find that on our Patreon for only $5 a month. All right. Anyways, let's wrap this up.
Cheers.
And get into our Patreon. Okay, so for richer or for poorer, thanks for
being
watching
a-
Poor People. Dude, I got it this time. I'm usually really bad at it.
Nice job, Kaden.